Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think this...
Speeding down the left side. He's at the 40. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year, and quick fire, you're down the field, scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Tigers racing to the line in a hurry up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's...
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He's moving out of the pocket. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking to pass. It's Silver. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown LSU. The defense does the work itself with the pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense needs to put together a scoring drive to keep up, trailing 14-6. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carr. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Wants to throw on first down. Slings it. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
With the catch, it's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking left. Got him downfield. Turning it on. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This one's going to be fun if this keeps up. Back with the ball in a 14-13 lead. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. Offense lining up quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Makes the grab. It's Cameron. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to scramble. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Throws it in. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a...
Hits him inside the 20, still going. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to throw, it's Silver. Trying to get behind the defense. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They're dealing with a second and long. fired. On the last play, they'll go back to the air. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Silver. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's loose at the 15. All kinds of room to the right. The 40. Inside the 30. 10. They finally make the stop, and what a fantastic way to finish off this 1st quarter after that play. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Black 24. Black 24. Let's go.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay,
LSU lining up 1st and goal.
29 Philly.
Wants to go up top. Flips it out to the back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Flair.
Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum. And that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. He gets a block. Got a little room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab deep. Touchdown, Tiger. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone, David. This drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Silver. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Catch in the middle, it's Lofton. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Canes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to throw, it's Silver. Lets it go to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, you want every little bit you can get, and they got nothing there. 15-point game. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, open them this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So
Brings into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
it's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They'll give it to the back. Finding an escape route. It's a seam wide open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times in home lease where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 17 to Tulane. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Pulled and fired complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Scanning the field, it's Silver. Got a man, it's Moore. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. If you saw that linebacker do it.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Sends it back in motion. Swings it out to his running back. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Silver. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Looking to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10.
42, Spider. 4-2, Spider.
To the air on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he's going to bring this one out. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Might be calling a hot route. Try to get it to the edge. Look out, he's got room. Got the first down and more. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Ivory. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Quarterback making checks. Going to sling it on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. A strike downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Green 25.
Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Making side adjustments here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Buys a little time with his feet. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against him a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Right on the money. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unleashes one deep. He makes a grab. Almost. All the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, K. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Looking to throw, it's Silver. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. The throw. The short hands. It's Cameron. just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. LSU quick to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. A costly penalty for this defense gives him a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Single back formation, and they give it to him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Right down the middle. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Throws to the wideout. All alone as he catches it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. There he goes. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Touchdown LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. He might want another play. Wants to fire on second down. Looking for a big gain. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Motion from the back. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Silver. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll try to get it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 6 over Louisiana Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Little. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
So now it's 2nd and long.
3:25.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Black 24. Black 24. Bang.
Runs through the tackle. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Silver. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it on the left. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Canes moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to buy time. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got him. Brought down inside the 15. Mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a fourth down decision to be made by this offense. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They want that clock to run. Across the 25, he's got room. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got a little space. There he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out of space and let him go to work.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
29 Philly. 2-3.
The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This This was called a measuring stick game. Should they be the higher-ranked team? This passing attack has put them in position to move up a few notches in the next set of rankings.
I'm not sure if that was a question, Reese, but the answer is yes. They should have been ranked higher and proven it, Palmer, with the explosive passing attack. I don't see a team in the country that's going to slow them down enough or stop them. That ain't going to happen.
And, David, it hasn't even been close. The fact that they were the lower-ranked team coming in, they should be way out ahead. They are so much more talented, and we've seen that talent show up on offense throwing the ball.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
After this, it'll be a wrap.
Come on, set. Hustle, hustle. Ready?
They'll run the option. Quick toss. He works his way all